And we are live. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. We are so excited to be able to introduce to you beautiful Janet Mai from Vancouver. Janet, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And before we get started on this interview, we're talking to Janet Mai today, who has been in the digital business for 7 years. But first, I thought we would just introduce ourselves as well, because perhaps you don't know us yet either. So, Beth, would you like to just quickly introduce yourself, and then we'll get straight into this amazing opportunity to speak with Janet?
Yeah, sure. So I go first.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so hi Jenna, so nice to meeting you here. And hi everyone, my name is Beth. I'm from Taiwan and I live in LA. And so grateful that business partners here in LA we're all doing okay. This wildfire has been going on. So we are doing well. And I'm also grateful that I have met this online business that can really let me to fulfill my dreams to travel here and there for the past few years. So thank you.
Melly, thank you, Beth.
Thank you,
Melly, would you
Leanne.
like to? Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. I thought I was muted. Hello, everyone. I'm Janet. Welcome and thank you for being here with us. Oh, my goodness. That's so nice to see you here. Hello, everyone. My name is Merly Bolden. I've been an online business owner for 5 years and a mother of two boys. I live here in Wisconsin. And it's so exciting to have Janet here because this woman is very hard to catch. She's very busy. So it's exciting to have her here. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. And my name's Leanne. I'm from Sydney, Australia. And just like Melly said, oh my goodness, it is such a joy to have Janet here today. And my background is in nursing, and I'm a grandmother, a foster mom, and now I'm able to run a digital business to benefit my family, which is just fantastic. I'm so excited about today, though. We're going to hear from Janet and about her experience over the last 7 years of being a digital business owner. Janet, could we ask you just to give a little bit of an introduction about yourself before we get started?
Yeah, so hi, thanks everyone. It's always a privilege to hop on one of these. And even though I'm busy, I will always make time for you all. So thank you. And the last time I got to the first and last time I got to meet Merly were we were looking at shooting stars. We caught around 20 shooting stars in Mexico, all the
Wow.
way from like until 4 in the morning. So it was pretty magical. And that's what the online business is about, right? Being strangers, and then all of a sudden you're on the beach in Mexico catching shooting stars and making wishes. But yes, my name is Janet Mai. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I am, how old am I? Oh yeah, 38 years old now. I started this business, yeah, almost 8 years ago. And during that time, I was looking for something new because I was always that person that was juggling 2 to 4 jobs. I was a flight attendant, insurance agent, bartender, and always dabbling in all these extra side things, trying to get ahead in life, not realizing that I was just, oh my goodness, amazing.
Surprise.
Surprise. What a nice surprise. But yeah, I just realized that I was trading all my time for money, regardless of how much I was making. And when I became the flight attendant, that really gave me perspective. And even though I got to see a lot of the world, I was still trading my time for money, and it just wasn't worth it on a physical body aspect and time aspect. And that's when I was so inspired to find something where I could spin a globe, put my finger on it, and then travel and just get paid for it while being able to take care of my family and doing all the responsibilities that you want to take on.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Debbie, welcome. It's good that you were able to jump on in and join us today.
Hi,
We've just
ladies.
asked Janet to introduce herself. Would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Of course.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm sorry I was late. My name is Debbie Alexander. I am originally from Japan and currently living in Salmonam, British Columbia, Canada. Today, my husband finally was discharged from the hospital after 4.5 months. So I just went to pick him up and then brought him home. And yeah, I'm delighted to join the live chat today with Janet. Thank you for joining us, Janet.
Having me. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Janet, we have a little bit of a surprise for you this morning. Just
Ooh.
doing something a little bit different. And Beth, would you like to take it away?
Yeah, sure. So, Jenna, we have some questions, a fun question for you. Can you see
Oh,
my screen now?
yeah, I can. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
sure. So we have 6 questions for you. You can pick three.
Yeah, I pick uh 5.
Number
Oh
five.
my,
Okay.
awesome.
Also, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Oh, that's such a good. I would tell her that everything is gonna be okay and
Mm,
to just trust.
wow, so nice. Yes, everything will be okay. So
Yeah,
true.
it is so true. Everything works out. It doesn't matter what happens to you. Everything always works out. And
Yeah,
so we can just go through life like skipping or jumping through the streets and everything's gonna be okay.
yeah, yes, all is best. And another number,
1.
number one. Okay. Wow. What's one superpower you love to have and how would you use it?
I always said flying. I don't know why. I think there's a feeling of peace and liberation when
Oh,
you could just fly and see the world. I'm assuming in a short period of time, just like a bird. So, yeah.
yeah, flying must be really fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, the last one,
3.
number three. Wow. What's your dream destination to travel to next and why?
Actually, I don't know yet.
Oh,
I'm still I was just saying I've been traveling so much the last 2 years, and it doesn't matter where I've traveled. I've always wanted to come home because I've built my home like a vacation. So
Mhm.
it's going to be a moment of inspiration that's when I'll decide.
mm-hmm,
Isn't that
mm-hmm.
amazing?
Yes, and Jenna's home
Wow,
is
that's
really beautiful. We have been there before, and you can see
yeah,
the
that's right.
sunset really beautiful, and it's really near to the beach. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, thank you.
Janet, we're going to come back to this page a little bit later, but first of all, we're going to just ask you a few more questions about the business. So, what motivated you to start your online business 7 years ago, and how did you overcome the initial challenge?
Yeah, what motivated me was because my parents were in their 70s, and I realized I was just following in their footsteps of working very hard and trading my time for money. And at that moment, when I was a flight attendant, I was like, there has to be another way. There has to be a way to be able to see the world, but also to have that freedom and to be able to make enough money to take care of my parents and do anything as I please. And so that was what motivated me for the business. And then I started to realize that also I wanted to be able to be a mother and eventually, if I want kids, to have that time and freedom and foundation because my parents were never around when I was growing up. And as for our initial challenges, oh man, you really had to get out of your head because back then all of this was very new. So I wasn't sure if this was real or not, or if it even worked. And so I stayed very close and dear to my why, and that feeling that I got with my coach on that coaching call, it's like that was my first ever sense of belief and hope that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish, and just being surrounded by those type of people and also putting yourself in difficult uh, situations where you grow, like it all adds up.
Thank you. Melly's got the next question for you.
All right, Janet. Hey, thank you so much. I thought that you already knew where is your next destination. I was excited about it. So,
Oh yeah, it might be Australia. I forgot about that.
oh
Might be, might be.
I'm
So
really excited about that.
yeah. So how has this business transformed your life personally and professionally?
yeah, well, I went from working 6 to 7 days a week, so up to 9 hour days without breakfast until the evenings,
Mm.
to waking up to actually, well, I still wake up to alarm clock just really early now because I want to enjoy my day doing the things that I love.
Oh,
And like the fact that I get to be home with my dogs. I start my day doing the things that I love versus being stuck in traffic and getting yelled at by my sister at the nail salon. So it's pretty wonderful. I love you if she's watching this, but it's completely different. And the fact that I get to live in my dream. Like I was living at home when I first started this business. Now I get to live in my dream city, which is Vancouver, downtown BC, and that was one of my ultimate goals. And to be by the water and by the beach and to be able to give back to my parents has been the most priceless. But not only that, it's not the materialistic things. It's my parents being so proud of me and for myself being so proud of me and everything that you accomplish and how you grow and transform in this business.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Janet. Wow, that's actually a lot, and yeah, your transformation is really amazing and very inspiring. Because a lot of people work so hard, and then it's just one of those things that a lot of parents would like to do. So yeah, thank you so much.
Deb, would you like to ask the next question?
Of course. Okay, so Janet, what habits or routine have contributed to your success as an online business entrepreneur?
Oh, yeah. What habits and routines? So, in the beginning, the habits that I really had to do was to be able to prioritize this along with my full time job. So, making sure if I put an hour aside, I'm committed that full hour. Like, not just watching meetings and falling asleep halfway, because that's what I was doing at first. um, and really making that difference. Like, what goals or what do you want to accomplish for the day, and just get it done. It could be something small, and that will slowly increase over time, right?
Mhm.
And routines that I created for myself is meditation, 5 minutes alone time, journaling, or even doing personal development. Those were routines or things that I added into my life after doing all these personal development. And that gave me access to being a successful online entrepreneur. But not only that is following the people online that you look up to that have the life that you want and to see how they're doing it and why they're doing it and then making your own version of that.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what I am doing because I look up to you, Janet. So I learned to do meditation. When I studied it, I fell asleep
Yeah.
several times, but eventually I really started to learn, how important it is to have calmness within, myself. And thanks to that, to you, you introduced us to meditation, self development, all these kind of things, and treat the business as business, not like a hobby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
that's I think it's very important as well. Thank you for sharing.
that was really good. There was a lot of things. I was actually, wrote a couple of those things down as you were talking, Janet, which is fantastic. How do you stay motivated during tough times in business?
Oh man, there are so many things that you can do, and during the tough times, I won't try to fight through it. I will acknowledge it and be with it. And so, a lot of people, you just got to break through it. But yeah, you could do that. And I like to do my business in an empowering space. So if I'm not feeling it, then I'm just going to put it aside, go for a walk, sing, dance, do whatever I love, and then come back to it. And if there's something, a thought, a negative thought that comes through my head, then I will actually look it up on a podcast or somebody, like a speaker of some sort that talks about the mind or the kind of consciousness. And that helps me break free from the negative thoughts, because it's just a thought at the end of the day, right? And I really do see that we can choose to um, stay on that negative thought or choose the positive thought. You have two choices. There's no in between. So it's a matter of choosing every single time.
That's really good. Beth?
Yeah. Hi, Jenna. What's your vision for your business in the next 5 to 10 years?
I feel like it's so far that I don't have a clear vision, but all I do know is 5 to 10 years is being like, I feel like I'm already doing that now. I know all of us are doing that to a certain different unique way, but being a stand where people get to express their authentic voice and to be in their unique light that they all have. And that's what the business has given me. It's like, okay, how could I do this on a bigger scale? And I don't know how that looks like yet, but all I know that in 5 or 10 years, more people are going to be impacted, whether by this business or just by being you or just by walking on the streets, right? So how could we share that light over and over again with no effort?
Yeah, so true. We're already impacted by you already. Yeah, so I cannot imagine in
Yes.
5 to 10 years there would be much more people being impacted by you, not only by this business but maybe by your what you are doing.
And by each and every one of you, right? Because I've got to see all of your journeys and all the people that you've impacted. And I keep saying, like, that's the beauty of this business. It's not just about making money. It literally gave us access to our authentic voice and to a purpose in so many different ways. And just seeing everyone evolve into who they truly are has been like priceless.
Yeah, thank you. We are different now.
Well, you're just becoming who you already were but didn't know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much.
And Merle?
So, Janet, what's one message you'd like to share with people considering online entrepreneurship but still hesitating? Because a lot of people out there are still like, I'm not sure. I don't want to do a go live or I don't want to do this. So, what would you suggest?
Well, whether it be this business or something else, I always use this line. That's how I made my decision in the first place. Is my brother is like, you have to do things. Um, what was it again? Oh my goodness, I haven't said it in a while. You have to do things that you don't want to get things that you don't have. And that really hit me because when I saw this opportunity, I was already 7 years already. It was 7 years turning 30. I remember, okay, Janet, do you want to repeat another year of the same thing, living in the same house, dealing with the same problems that you keep complaining about, or do you want to shift? And it doesn't matter what the outcome is, as long as you take whatever that um, whatever that is, it will steer you closer to where you need to be because you're never failing. You're always succeeding in so many different ways, right? And so with entrepreneurship, even online business, it's going to mold you into a person that you never knew was even there. And what really got me into this business um, was because of the people. You get to reach out to the people, you get to ask them all the questions. And there was just a sense of support and a sense of evidence, I guess that you could say, of that it's real. And so if you're hesitating, then ask yourself if you want to repeat another year of what you don't want. Really. It's simple as that because we waste. The benefit of when I used to work at a nail salon, at my sister's nail salon, and I would meet people of all ages. Mind you, most of my customers were in their seniors because I just got along with them better. And every person, I always ask that person, like, what do you regret or what could you tell me that you wish you could have done now where you are? And they're like, I wish I should have became that flight attendant that I wanted to be. I wish I just took that action on this thing or this person, but I'll never know, right? And so don't live your life like don't live your life and be in your 70s and say I wish I did it, but I didn't.
Thank you, Janet. I heard that a lot, and that is so powerful. Do you want to change life now or in next year, or do you want to be the same? So it's really up to us to have that a decision to make. So thank you so much for your advice.
Ladies, would you like to? Is there any other questions that you would like to ask Janet today? No. Janet, we might go back to that lovely guessing food game. They've got 3 more beautiful questions waiting for you. And while Beth's bringing that up, I would just like to thank you so much for spending time with us today, because you really have made such a beautiful impact. I know in my life personally, but I know I'm not alone. There's so many people around the world that you have imparted your wisdom, your encouragement, just that real essence of such a giving heart. And I just want to thank you for that today. This is my opportunity live for the whole wide world to hear me say how grateful that we are that we found an ad online that directed us to this business and to have met you. It's just been an amazing experience. So how are we going, Beth?
So are
We able to bring up
we're doing the other question? No?
the other questions? We'll throw the other questions up. It's a fun way to finish. And Deb, while we're waiting for the questions to come up, would you like to let people know how they can find out more information about
Of
our
course.
community?
So if you are interested in online business, we have live webinars every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Or what time in Australia?
Yeah, it changes with the time changes, but once you register, you'll actually get a time for the
Mhm.
actual live. I
Yeah.
think it's 10 a.m. now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the live one is 90 minutes, but we have a recorded one for 20 minutes if you're a busy person. So you can reach out to any one of us and find out more.
All right, Janet, you're up. So we had 5, 1, and 3, was it?
Yeah.
All
Okay, so
right.
don't choose those ones. So I
Don't choose
choose
that.
4.
Or it's the same?
Did they switch
Okay, so
it?
we've been
We
4.
kind of may
My
change.
memory's not very good, is it?
They probably switched it.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's switched.
There you go.
Sorry. We're doing number 1. What's the most adventurous thing you have ever done, Janet?
I don't know. I feel like booking one-way tickets and not sure where I'll end up.
Wow. How much fun is that?
Yeah, I guess that's the most adventurous thing. Like, yeah, the last year or so, I would book one-way tickets, or if I have work trips, I'll just book one-way tickets and then I'll decide wherever I go next.
Wow,
That is
that's really
That's
cool.
that's so funny. I was thinking about that, Janet, and you say it.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
for yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking for you, your adventure.
Oh,
I was thinking about that. That's probably one of your adventure, and you said it out loud. That's so
Wow.
crazy.
we're connected like that.
Mhm.
Of course.
Okay, what's next? Number 2. Oh, what's a day in the life of Jenna in beautiful Vancouver like?
Oh my goodness, I was literally just the other day when people ask how I start my day, and I'm always bird watching or chasing hummingbirds, or when I start my morning, I try not to look at my phone for like the messages for first couple of hours. I'll go bike the seawall, take my dogs out, meditate, truly like sing and dance, and just really do the things that I love first.
Wow. Really
After
good.
that, yeah, and that's what I make a conscious effort as. But like on a Wednesday or a Thursday, sometimes I just feel so grateful because I'm like the only person on the beach. Like, and I'm the only person watching the birds. Everyone else is busy on a work call or they're not really present. And that's what I got to notice. It's like a beautiful day in my life just looks like being present.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
All right. Do we have one more question?
Yeah.
I think we
Oh, if you could instantly
Okay.
learn any language, which one would it be?
I would say either Japanese or Italian.
Really?
Oh,
Oh my goodness, because I love everything in Japan, but it's so hard to communicate with people and it's so hard to order the best food because you don't know the language. So that's why I need to learn Japanese. If
No.
not, it's Italy as well because it's also the same problem.
Because of the food.
Well, also Italian because the Italian men are very hot.
so if you're an Italian man and
You're an Italian man
reach
from
Janet
Italy.
Mai,
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful. What a
Interview
fun way
turned
to
into
finish this.
a dating show.
We'll organize that for the next one, okay? Yeah. Thank
It
you
will
so
come,
much for
Janet.
joining us today.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. And if you are looking for information on how to get started in a digital business that seriously can design an amazing lifestyle for you, feel free to connect with us. We can't wait to connect with you and help you find the information that you need to get started. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week on Business Chat with these beautiful, amazing ladies. Janet, have a fantastic day. I know you've got something else wonderful that you're about to jump on into, and I just I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.
Wow,
Bye.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Jenna.
Bye.